Rudolph Speid is the best Jamaican-born coach in our history, and it is time that we give him his flowers.
Jamaica have a lifeline. How about this?
Big up Gunnaz, I hear that. Don't know some of the Gunnaz myself, but big up Gunnaz.
No, self-praise is no recommendation. But where do you think you fall in terms of coaches? 2 seasons, back-to-back win, right? Do you think that you can argue for probably the best coach in the island?
I don't know, but yes, that's bad. Last 7 years, I reach semi-final every year. Last 2 years, I got Club Caribbean finals both time. I win one runner-up one time. Last 5 years, post-pandemic, I would have won 3 from 5 titles. So, and I would have gone to 4 final, and I won 3. So that is my statistics as a coach. But as I said before, I don't care about what people think, because if I ever did, I'd probably not perform the way I do. My thing is always make sure the club feel proud and everybody will support us.
If you're new to the channel, my name is Dicanio, an Arsenal fan who covers everything Reggae Boys and local football. If you're new to the channel, just remember to go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you have not as yet. And remember, for all of the persons who are regulars on this channel, every single video I do must get to 100 likes. It's a very free way to support the channel by hitting that like button. Now, Rudolph Speid has done it again, folks. He has won the Jamaica Premier League after finishing 5th place in the regular season. Now, I have a few things to talk about and to get through in this video, so make sure that you guys stay tuned for the entirety of the video so that you do not miss a thing. Now, the first thing that I want to talk about is the game itself, the Jamaica Premier League finals between Mount Pleasant and Cavalier. The game was a very cagey affair. Mount Pleasant, other people would say, dominated the game, but dominance nowadays is very subjective as it relates to football, because Cavalier fans might feel as if they had control of the game as well. They had chances, they created situations, even though they did not have a whole lot of shots at that goal. So some might say Mount Pleasant dominated because they had a whole lot of shots and created shot-creating actions, but it felt as if Cavalier had control of the game, and majority of the shots that Mount Pleasant had were low XG shots. So it was a very cagey affair. Both teams looked as if they would prefer not to lose and to go all out and win. And both teams are experienced, right? It's a 3rd straight final between both of them, right? It was 1-1 going into this final, and Cavalier made it 2-1. So yeah, the game wasn't a very exciting one. It wasn't filled with goals, obviously. It went to extra time, and it came down to penalties, and the champions defended their title. A wonderful save by Vina Bartlett to get Cavalier to becoming Jamaica Premier League champions. Now, speaking of Bartlett, he was named Sunshine Snaps Man of the Match and rewarded with 50,000 Jamaican dollars. Now, people, 50,000 Jamaican dollars, that a monkey money still enough to give a man for man of the match, but it's better than anything, right? That man could live cross that out or done that in a DR something, brother. You can't want to give me a man 50 grand as prize money, joke thing. But as I say, better that than anything, right? And this is what Vina Bartlett had to say about his performance.
Tonight, you lift the title. How does that make you feel?
It's a great feeling, because like I say, all the comments on Instagram, I remember the league post something of the top 4 keepers, and everybody was like, take out Vino, Vino this, Vino that. So all I have to say is champions for the critics. Yeah.
Also, just before I move on with this game, I'm talking about Rudolph Speid. Warner Brown won the Golden Boot despite missing out on the 3rd place game. A lot of people were thinking that it was an injury, but it was confirmed that he was just rested. Remember, he has been called up and selected for the national team, right? He has been carrying a few niggles, so it made sense that they would leave him out for a 3rd place game. It doesn't make any sense to risk having him or getting him injured, right, in a game that is insignificant when he has a huge opportunity to go abroad and represent the country. And speaking about injuries, Dwayne Busy Atkinson as well was selected for the national team side that is going to be playing in the Unity Cup. and it seems as though he picked up an injury. And this is what Rudolph Speid had to say about Dwayne Busy Atkinson after he was stretchered off in the final.
Atkinson, we saw where he was stretchered off at the end. Any update on him?
Yeah, he's good. He's breathing freely.
Okay.
Is he going to be able to travel tomorrow?
I don't think anybody can stop him.
All right, thanks, Mr. Speed.
All in all, I wish both players a very speedy recovery. I hope that they are well and good to go, because I think they are two players that definitely do deserve a spot and a chance in the main senior team. So I really hope that they do get a chance in that Unity Cup and that they do prove themselves. And even if they don't make it officially into the national team setup, at least they would have been seen abroad with many eyes and scouts that are going to be at that Unity Cup, and hopefully they can get a move to England or Europe this summer. Now we have to give a whole lot of props to Rudolph Speid winning his third titles in or winning his third title in 5 years, right? A Caribbean Cup victory, going to the run of 16 of the Champions Cup, playing against Messi, bringing Messi to Jamaica. It was an overall wonderful season for Rudolph Speid and Cavalier. I think if you could encapsulate what a good run of football and what a good season could be, it is what they had to go through. They had an early season because of the Caribbean Cup. They had a new season format of 39 games playing in the regular season, right? And they had to prioritize and try to manage their team, rotate the squad a lot, and yeah, they finished 5th place on the regular league season. But as Rudolph Speid said, when it came time for the knockout, they put it all together. They remained tight-knitted. They only conceded 2 goals, and they were deserving winners of the Jamaica Premier League. As I said, folks, the struggles that Cavalier went through this season, they were higher than I would think what majority of teams had to go through in the Jamaica Premier League. Not only did they have to juggle external competitions like the Caribbean Cup and Champions Cup, right? But yeah, they just had a whole lot of stuff to do. They had a whole lot of injuries. Adrian Reid Jr. didn't play such a vital role as he did last season, this season, but yet still they managed to get the victory. So a whole lot of kudos and props have to go to Rudolph Speid and his team. And Speid even said it after the game in his post-match interview of how proud he is of how the team galvanized and proved that you don't have to spend a lot of money to win the championship. And I think he was really firing shots at Mount Pleasant there, because they are known as Saudi FC because of the fact that they have been buying the league's best players. And even after doing that, they still did not manage to win the league. It's going to be very interesting, folks, as it relates to what Mount Pleasant's owner is going to be doing. Will they fire Tapper and Ferguson again, or will they have faith in them and give them a run outside of the Caribbean? Because I believe they would have qualified for the Caribbean Cup. So will they give them the chance to get a Concacaf trophy, or will they look for other options? That is going to be very interesting to see. And yeah, just back to the point of Rudolph Speid, he made it very clear as well that he's an action man. He doesn't like the talking. He lets his actions speak, and then he lets his mouth speak after. Unlike some people who blabber, and find themselves relegated, he is a much different guy. At the start of the season, such man said that he was going to beat up Speed, beat up Pleasant, beat up everybody. And where is he? In relegation, posting on Instagram with a team talk of him trying to get his team together, saying things to them to try to keep them confident in his program, right? He's in tier 2 now, while the man who kept quiet and did his business on the pitch instead of in the media using his mouth is back-to-back Premier League champion. So yeah, man, big up to Mr. Rudolph Speid. And yeah, guys, that is it. We have to give him his props. He's the best Jamaican coach in the 21st century for sure, right? And I would argue that he's the best Jamaican coach or Jamaican-born coach in our history. And a lot of people out there are not afraid to do it. You might soon start seeing conversations after Steve McClaren has left Jamaica of whether Rudolph Speid should be the next man to take over the reins. He has said it on multiple occasions that he does not want the national team title, but you never know. Yeah, who knows? He loves Cavalier, so being the national team coach would mean that he would have to give up Cavalier and let someone else take over the reins. Will he want to do that? I'm not sure. That is a conversation for another day. But again, massive respect to Mr. Rudolph Speid. Big up to Cavalier. Big up to Shadsan Milan. Big up to Avery. Big up to the whole owner, bro. And really put in the work, and you guys were deserving winners. Thank you guys for watching. Share your thoughts down below in the comment section. Let me know what you thought about that final. Did you enjoy it? Are you happy that Cavalier won? Did you hate the fact that they won? Are you proud of Speed? Do you guys still just hate Speed? Let me know in the comment section. Share your thoughts with me. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.
Jamaica have a lifeline. How about this?
Big up Gunnaz, I hear that. Don't know some of the Gunnaz myself, but big up Gunnaz.